What is yours from the Lord will never elude you if you do not excuse yourself from getting it. There is a perfect man or woman for you. That is what the Lord is saying to you. They will always come after you. Do not take things with unbelief or doubt. If you have not believed it and you want to know how realistic it is going to be, look out for these signs. Number 1, because God has sent them to you. Do you know that of all things God created, it is only human beings that have the privilege of working with God to accomplish His purpose? God cannot use any animal when human beings are readily available. You may be in need of a lover, and God will ignore you to pay attention to an animal? No, it does not work like that. Though, God has a way of settling those things. The purpose and the plans of the Lord can only be done by human beings, because that is the primary reason He created human beings for Himself. So, if human beings were made for that purpose, then you do not have to worry whether the plans and promises that God has made for you will actually come to pass or not. Somewhere and somehow, God is building up someone for you. Somewhere and with someone, your desires are being met. The person that will give you the emotional satisfaction that you wanted will come for you. They will do everything to be with you. When you know that those promises that God has made you will surely come to pass, that is a sign that the person that God has for you will pursue after you. God has promised to give you the lover that will make your life exciting. God has promised to change your relationship experience from the one that you always had in the past to something better. You know that God has promised to bring someone to you. You have believed it. Then it is a sign that the person will surely come. And when the person comes, they will break limitations. They will go against all odds to come to you. They will not let you be until the relationship materializes, because God will send them to you. And when God makes a command to someone that has been prepared for you by Him, they will always fulfill it. Number 2, because you are the one for them too. The real love and good emotion is attracted to the real emotion. Good for good. One sign that will always give that assurance that the person that God has for you will come after you, always. One good sign that the person will always come to you is that you too are the one for that person. You have the real emotion and you have positioned your feelings for the right person. That will make the right person come to you. This sign is going to make you know the importance of keeping yourself for the right person while you trust in God for the right person. Listen and do not make mistakes. If you want a good person in your life, you must as well become that good person too. You do not expect someone to be the substance you want while you are not being the substance that they want. God does not work that way. If you are trusting God for the best, you must also yield yourself to God to make yourself the best, so that when that person comes to you, you will always flow on the same energy level. prepare yourself to fit into the future. Do not relent in building yourself. When you have completely done all these things in your life by the help of God, you will have that assurance that the person, no matter the situation, will pursue after you, and they will get you to be with them. Because you too have been made to be with each other. That is the way God wants it, and it cannot be disorganized. When God programs things, only God can undo those, because no man will stop what God has set in motion. You have set your heart on God, and you know that He is always planning out something good for you. You have to know that God's words and promises cannot fail you. It is the word and the promise of God that the person He has for you will not elude you. They will not stay away from you. They will always come after you. They will find you, and when they have that witness that you are the one for them, they will come to you. Do you know what God will do at that point? He will make your spirit and their spirit to be in the same fellowship, like Jonathan, the son of King Saul and David. It is written, as soon as they saw themselves for the first time, their heart and soul knitted together like they have known for many years. That person that God has prepared for you has known you for many years in the Spirit. Your relationship with that person has been settled and established in the Spirit for many, many years before now. It is happening now because it is the timing that God has made for it to come to reality. Number 3, because you have prayed. Do you know that your prayers can do everything for you? When you pray, when you go to God to make your request known to God, what is your faith? Do you believe that God is going to grant you your heart's desires? Do you have the belief in you that God will give you that person that you have prayed for? Prayer is one of the means with which you can communicate with God to make your request known to Him. It is not just that God does not know what you want, but in the system of God, you have to ask first for you to receive. You have to seek for you to find, and knock on the doors for it to be opened to you. Do you see now that you do not have to live your life and your relationship on assumption that God already knows you need that thing in your life? You want someone that will correct your previous love and bad relationship experiences. You want to love and be loved by the real person. You do not want to end up with the wrong person in your life. You want to have that person that God has promised you from the beginning. And you do not want that person to elude you. One sign that you are going to have those desires to yourself is because you have prayed for it. When you pray the right prayer, when you do the right things that you ought to do, God will always be there to attend to it. That is when God will make it work with you and that person by putting that zeal in that person to always want you. Number 4, you have waited and refused to compromise your standard. Over the time of your trusting God and waiting on the Lord for the right person, there are a lot of persons that will come and say to you what they want to say. They will come to let you know that you are doing the wrong thing to yourself. You are not getting it right the way. You are keeping yourself from the good deeds. And this same good deeds are the things that will not help you meet your decision to trust and wait on the Lord. They will speak words of discouragement to you. They will speak words that will make you feel like you are not doing the right things. But when you are resolute and you did not compromise your stand in the wait, you kept yourself for the right person. When the wrong people came wooing at you, you said no and did not allow them to entice you into compromising your stand. You said several no's to many people that you know are not the real people that God has prepared for you. This is a sign that you are not going to miss the right person that God has prepared for you, will not elude you, and they will pursue after you and be with you no matter where you are. Number 5, because that person loves you genuinely. True love is a force that attracts you to the person that you love. You will see yourself getting closer and closer even when you have not been accepted. When you do know that person very well, but you see that there is a force driving you towards that person. That is the same things that will happen, and a sign that will always make that person that God has prepared for you to pursue after you, because they love you, and true love cannot let go like that. Love does not relent until it achieves its aims. Love is the sign that they must come for you. Number 6, trust. Nobody will be willing to trust you if they do not love you. And when they love you, they will give you the sincere and genuine feeling and expression of what they feel for you. Trust is a sign that the person that is for you will come for you. You want to know if what they say to you is what they are? Then you will see it in their trust. Trust is a sign that someone is sincere to you, how they see you irrespective of what may be other people's opinions and feelings about them. Trust is when someone sticks to your ideology and sense of living, believing that it is going to be the best for them too, and against all odds, they decide to come for you.